Should probably. Oh, we're live. Fuck. Fuck it. Oh, it's not even in the picture. There we go. We're just here, but you're still muted. You're still
The part as I'm just okay.
just Ricky, Rebecca, Nathan. Greetings.
All right, and there it is. I think I need to. Shit. If I'm probably too loud, like always. Yep, I'm way too loud.
Are you? How about me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you're chilling. You're generally quiet as fuck anyway, so I get rowdy.
But I've brought a Moscow Mule this time. In a Bigfoot cup.
In a Bigfoot cup?
Can you see it on the stream? Cameras.
Oh, hell yeah.
Plus-
Sound good. Hey, thank you. Rebecca, Ricky, Nathaniel, Greg. What's up, everybody?
How you doing? Impromptu podcast recording.
I honestly, hello, Paige.
Hello.
It might be a rough one, but
We'll
I
see.
got a lot of my notes. It's just
Hey,
how
Joni.
we're getting through it. Hello, Joni.
Yeah, make sure you hit that bell so that you're notified when we do go live because we never plan it.
Yeah, that's the justification for it, right? The
Gotta
man
hit
that
the
packs.
bell.
What's up? Paco Catron, what's up? I want to say your name's Henry. Don't quote me on that.
Boy, the continuity, the lack of continuity really kills me. I don't.
No, it's the same name. It's got the same name in Discord. I just for whatever reason I don't know.
It
Let's
is
fucking
Henry.
go!
All right.
Do not know how I remember that, but I do. Sorry if I'm putting you out there. But
You didn't say his last name. You didn't give his
I
address.
don't think I know that one. So, but
Any guesses on what today's episode is?
no. Why would they? Why would they have one of those?
I could ask a poll to the
Oh,
chat.
I mean, I guess you do technically. You have a picture here of some random guy and
Post Malone.
Oh, I was gonna say the other guy's name.
Post Malone looks like an actual human being in this picture. All the other pictures I've seen of Post Malone, he looks like a homeless Jewish man.
So, well, since he's cut his hair,
He looks normal.
I don't know.
Ish.
Esque.
He's doing better than I am, so who am I to judge?
Fair enough. Cat is gonna spill my water. I just know it.
Sky squids.
Sky squids. Didn't we already do that?
Pretty much. What do we call those?
Atmospheric beasts.
Atmospheric beasts, that's right.
That was a while ago. That was a minute ago. All right. I mean, do we need to just fucking get into this? Probably. Yeah, we need to just get into this.
All right.
Connor.
Good evening. Oh, shut up. Good evening, listeners. Welcome back to another sporadic episode of Counting Cryptids with your favorite hosts, Jacob and Connor. Let's get the show underway because I have my cattle mutilation cap on just for this episode. This time we delve into the mysterious events that have made a ranch in Utah famous, and that ranch is, of course, Jacob?
Skinwalker Ranch?
Oh, yeah. That's the one.
It's going to be really awkward if it was actually the other one that I found out about like halfway through doing my notes.
The names were so similar.
The Stardust Ranch or whatever it was, yeah.
Wait.
It's so much meaner to you in person? No. It's
I
fine.
had something
Everything's
prepared
fine.
this time, Ricky. If
Yeah,
you,
I fucking cut him off right when he started.
I was
Well,
ready.
I say it like a
I'm never
question because
ready.
I'm very my self confidence is just so low. I'm hopefully this is what it is. You're not late at all, Zach. We're just getting started right now. So it's off the rip here. This is a big one. We are
Will not do it justice. Yeah.
probably gonna have to do a follow-up episode at some point. And looking back, like probably should have broken this up into at least a two-part episode. But didn't really think about that until it was too late, and probably should have prefaced this with like a whole ass Skinwalker episode, but fucking didn't do that either. So
Yeah, maybe at a later date.
here it is. Like we're just fucking sending it. So that's where we're at. How's your 2021, everybody?
Yikes. That's all I
Fucking
have to say.
for everybody who is not with us in chat right now, we do record all these episodes live on YouTube. That's youtube.com/countercryptids podcast. We don't post a ton of stuff over there, so if you hit that notification bell, we're not going to be like blowing you up all the time. Fucking FBI open up, knocking on your door. So go hit that subscribe button or whatever the fuck they call it, or don't. Fucking Jesus, whatever.
And the notification bell because we're not
Yeah,
going to
that
give
was-
you a heads up.
It's
just-
fine. You let everybody in the Discord know real quick, so no worries.
You're welcome, Discordians.
And thank you for everybody who assembled so quickly. I do appreciate that.
As Jacob questioned earlier, this is the Skinwalker Ranch episode, and you might be
Part
wondering
one?
the part one of question mark. You might be wondering why they call it the Skinwalker Ranch.
Why do they call it the Skinwalker Ranch,
thank-
Connor?
Glad you asked. So allegedly, in January 1864, the U.S. military kicked out the Navajo tribe from that area in Utah, and the shaman, witch doctors. I feel like witch doctors is not the right thing to use here, but the shaman might also be wrong. Anyway, the people of the area, Navajo people, put a curse on the land, and even the Utes, which was a tribe that was against the Navajo, deemed that place as cursed and not to go there and wouldn't step foot on that land. So yeah, that's how they got the name allegedly.
I mean, the Skinwalker Ranch refers to a 480-acre cattle ranch in northeastern Utah, located in the I should have looked up the name of this motherfucking one, Medicine Man. I was thinking the same thing.
Medicine Man, good.
Uh,
Thought I had an image of the map.
the Uintah Basin. The basin itself is renowned for paranormal activity, UFO in particular, with sightings allegedly dating back to 1776, where some say it was a Spanish priest reported strange fireball in the sky. More modern records come from a Joseph Jr. Hicks. We'll talk a little bit more about him probably later. He'll come up, I think. Who eventually gathered some 400 accounts, including a couple of abductions. He also investigated the lore of the Ute native tribes from the area. I think you just talked about some of this stuff. Yeah, that being cursed. He also had this estimation that over 10% of the population of the people who live in that basin have seen a UFO.
Yeah, I saw a quote that was, I don't know who it was from, but they were like, you can't throw a rock in Utah without hitting somebody that's been abducted or something like that. Apparently it's pretty prevalent in that area. I don't know.
Interesting. I guess just fucking get this out of the way too. I have this at the very end of my notes. So right next door to the property that we haven't even fucking talked about yet, which is what Bottle Hollow, I believe is called. So there's strange sightings have occurred directly next door. Literally right next door is this place. It's a 420-acre man-made reservoir on again Ute land. Abutting to the ranch, which was filled with fresh water in 1970 by the federal government mandate. In 1998, a police officer saw a large light plunge into the reservoir and then reemerge, flying off into the night sky. One night in 2002, four young men standing on the reservoir's shoreline saw a blue-white ball enter the artificial lake. According to the Hunt for the Skinwalker, the glowing ball dove into the water just a few feet from the shore and then emerged seconds later in a new form, a shimmering, maneuverable, belt-shaped shaft of light. After performing a brief, writhing aerial dance, the belt of light zipped away at a high rate of speed, hugging the ground before disappearing below the top of the Skinwalker Ridge. And that's just the place right next door. That's not even the place that we're talking about.
Lots of aerial phenomena.
That region in general, there's some shit going on.
We should go there.
Utah?
I've been to Utah. I've been to Salt Lake City one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any particular reason or?
Oh, I went there for like a church trip.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty
lit.
Pretty odd. Saw Snoop Dogg's tour bus there, so highlight of that trip.
Do you mean fucking see Snoop Dogg? Just saw his tour bus.
Yep, didn't see him at all. Just saw his tour bus.
I get it.
I walked by it. It was pretty neat.
That's fine. That'd probably be the highlight of my day too, man.
And then nothing very going on. Should I give a quick synopsis on what a skinwalker is?
Yeah, that'd probably be.
I don't want to spoil it because it might, it might be an episode all in its own.
It probably should have been already, but
yeah,
at this point.
For those unfamiliar, it is a type of witch or shaman or medicine man who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise himself as an animal. There's lots of legends from different native tribes similar to this, but it's most often attributed to the Navajo culture, where skinwalker translates to, I'm going to try and say this, Ye Naldushi. That's not it. Naldushi? Nadalushi. Which means by means of it, it goes on all fours.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Okay. Just the
Get
basic
no more.
Wikipedia entry on the first slide of Wikipedia on skinwalkers real quick. All right, sick.
Don't even have heartburn yet.
God fucking damn it. Fuck you. All right, so moving on to the ranch, the property has had, I don't know, many owners over the years, but from my understanding, the timeline, from my understanding of the timeline, there was a gap for something like 30 years from 1961 that the ranch is vacant before the Sherman family moves in, and that's kind of really where the story of the ranch takes off.
Yeah.
So that's in 1994, unless you have anything before that you wanted to fucking.
Not really. I'll interject here with the Shermans.
Yeah, for sure.
With somebody that had been documenting stuff. Maybe you already mentioned him.
You're talking about Joseph Hicks, yeah?
Yeah, did you say him?
Yeah,
already?
I brought him up. Yeah, but he'll come up a couple of times.
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, Joseph Hicks. Just Other than Joseph Hicks, the Shermans in 1994 is where this begins, in my notes.
Okay, yeah. So 1994, Terry Sherman and his wife Gwen buy the ranch. I know they have a son. I didn't get his name anywhere.
I didn't see his name either, but he is of the teen-aged.
I only saw specifically one mentioned. I do not know if they had more than one or not. So when they arrive to take possession of the ranch, first thing, all of the windows bolted shut. There's these thick chains on the exterior walls of the house, presumably for a large guard dog, which I guess seemed strange because of the lack of crime and predatory animals in the area. It didn't really seem like it was a super necessary thing to have a really large guard dog, but I guess they would later
find out.
Oh, no, this is definitely why they had this. So again, we've already mentioned, hey, UFOs are in the fucking area. So obviously you're gonna see this cat is gonna knock over my fucking monitor over here.
It's National Cat Day, though.
I know, but I'm gonna be upset if he breaks my computer monitor either way. It doesn't matter what day it is. So I don't know. Let's talk about some crop circles here. So, specifically one occasion,
They're
crop
cattle
circles.
farmers.
One occasion, they discover 3 circles of flattened grass, each of them measuring about 8 feet across. With the 3 circles were laid out in a triangle pattern. Pushing my microphone further away from me. About 30 feet from one another. And a nearby pasture, additional soil impressions have been found. The circle's about 3 foot wide and 1 to 2 feet deep, perfectly flattened.
I saw one place that they were 2 feet deep.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh,
One to two feet deep.
you said flattened, so I thought you meant
Perfectly
okay.
flattened. Yeah, at the base of that.
Flattened
2 feet
2
deep.
feet. Got it.
Bro, you're typing on my notes. If you delete it, I'm gonna be annoyed. He just typed the word toboggan. How in the fuck did he do that? I'm
Genius. Cat wants you to get you a toboggan.
Fuck, I don't like that. Get out of here, bro. All right, I'm.
What about these crop circles? Is there anything else?
There's some circles in the grass.
Yep.
Yeah, it is crop circles. I don't know. It's interesting, but I can't say that those people didn't fake them. But I'll move on to cattle mutilations here. So soon after the Shermans arrived, they found one of their cattle dead with a strange hole in the center of its left eye. No blood or any tracks of anything of any kind. They did note a strange chemical-like smell. A couple months later, another cow was found with a similar hole in its eye and a 6-inch hole about an inch deep in its rectum. The same chemical smell was present. So in total, they end up discovering 3 dead, partially mutilated cows, and they had another 4 go missing. One of the ones that went missing appeared to get lifted straight up out of the snow. So they followed the tracks because they're looking for this fucking. They've been looking for these cow for so long. Is something they said talking about they were gonna fucking kill the horses that they were riding because they were looking for these horses.
Yeah, they're riding them to death.
Actually, literally riding the horses to death looking for this fucking cattle. And so they're following the tracks and they get up to where there's a couple of trees. And they get to where there's the last tracks that they can see anywhere is these trees, and there's just a circle of broken sticks and twigs, and then up the tops of the trees are all fucking broken. So it's just it just literally just fucking straight abducted the cow.
I've got a quote from Terry from that sighting /
Okay, yeah.
Encounter. He said, "If it's snow, it's hard for a 1,200 or 1,400 pound animal to just walk off without leaving tracks or to stop and walk backwards completely and never miss their tracks. It was just gone. It was very bizarre."
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Yep. I don't know about that one.
Thinking about that though, legitimately, it's if you're following tracks for a fucking cow and it just stops, you're okay, the cow should be here. Where the fuck is the cow?
But not only the cow's tracks just stop and there wasn't a cow there, the tops of the trees.
The tops of the trees are fucked up too.
Off.
Yeah,
there's shit on the ground.
So they did find the 3rd dead cow shortly after. It was maybe a couple of months after that other cow went missing. But is in that same field in a different clump of trees. Again, not the same cow.
Oh, okay.
Because this cow had been seen alive not 5 minutes prior. Again, this one had a 6-inch wide, but this time 18-inch deep hole out of its rectum. No blood on the cow or in the snow around it at all. The strange chemical smell was again present. And also there was a circle of sticks from the trees around it, and again, the tops of the trees are damaged. There's also something about this not getting reported to the police.
Yeah.
The authorities. It seems that when other ranchers in the past try doing this, the authorities tell them there isn't anything that they can do. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of effort. So you don't even bother. Part of it's it happens to a lot of people, but nobody talks about it because people think you're crazy. But it happens to enough people. I don't fucking know. They just don't talk about it. But they're taking big chunks out of these buttholes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
what's that
wrecking ball.
about?
They're taking these large chunks out of these cows' buttholes.
You mean you've
And I don't.
never had a nice grilled cattle anus?
Catalanus is a fucking weird thing to say, but uh, oh man, we had to take a fucking field trip in elementary school to some
Oh
place where
my
there was cows. Did you have to
god.
do this
I
too, where you
did
had to like
that,
put your
yes.
hand inside of a
I
fucking
didn't put
cow?
my hand in there, but somebody put their
No, I
hand in
did
there.
not do that either. That was the fucking some of the worst smelling stuff I've. Oh, that was a bad day. I will
Just
never forget
alive
that.
with a hole in its side.
It's
What
just
the
got a hole. It's attached
fuck?
to the wall. And you're like, cool. You guys want to put your hand in there? Like, no, no, I fucking don't. I'm 7. What do you mean? Like, no, this is cool. I'm like, no, this is horrifying. What do you fucking mean?
Um, no. You got any more cattle? That was the 7
That was
cattle.
the three. That was the three. That they found dead, and 4 went missing. There was one specific instance of that one going missing. I don't know. It happened to
Yes.
3 other ones. They were missing. Didn't
They
turn up.
just disappeared.
The most common occurrence that they had was orbs.
Yes.
Generally they were either blue or orange in color. I think it's about the size of a basketball, specifically in one that I had seen. Over it wasn't maybe a course of a year, they had counted 12 orange ones. Motherfucker, what is this Skinwalker Ranch? Yes. What do you think we've been talking about?
Nathaniel, you were the first one in here, bro.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So they count like 12, just the orange ones in like a year at one point. So they're seeing these orbs all the time. There's some pictures at some fucking point. Haven't been for a minute, sir. What?
Just hops in for the
Go in there
views.
is fucking okay. Okay.
Fair. I've got a story here of one of the globes. I don't know what color globe it was. Globe? Orb.
Orbs.
Basketball.
Yeah.
So one night, Terry and his son reported that they were traveling west on the ranch road when they saw a lit object duck behind a rock ridge, seemingly to avoid the two. The men apparently managed to sneak up over the ridge where they saw the object. Before it could hide again, they stood up and waved their arms at the light. The object flashed on and off 3 times as if signaling them before disappearing. That's all I got.
So I'm gonna. I have a list that I'm gonna run through like at the end. I'm not gonna do this whole thing now, but I am gonna talk about one of them. So there's this whole ass list of like different. It says entities, but some of them isn't like fucking entities. It's more like phenomena that people would experience. So there's this big list of shit I'm gonna go through eventually, but one of them specifically on here is called glow birds. So this is from this fucking website, and it's just fucking what was it? Oh no, this is just straight off of that one, off of skinwalkerranch.com website.
Oh, I'm gonna say I don't see glow orbs on here.
The glow birds? No, so they have a
Glowbirds.
tabs on there for entities, and then you scroll all the way down, and then there's like other ones, and then glow birds is fucking down there. So what reminds the investigator of a flock of red glowing birds may actually be birds with odd bioluminescent properties. Maybe a large group of small red orbs, typically seen in the treetops. Lights turn on or off in unison. A 7% chance of seeing this. So this again reminds me of something that had come up in like the
7%.
Ropin / pterosaur episode, like in like season 1 or 2 or whatever. So there's like some birds like under UV light will like glow different colors. So I don't know if there's like an amount of radiation in the area that could somehow be enough that would make a fucking bird glow, or also just that birds aren't real, because we were talking about that in Discord just like a minute ago. So supposed to bring that up. So there, I fucking did.
I did not
but
watch
again,
the
talking about
Skinwalker
these
Ranch
orbs,
TV show. No.
the one that the current running one, the one that's on History Channel or whatever.
Yes.
I
I would
want to
assume
say,
so.
I think
Watch
they
some
just,
clips.
I want to say they just did a second season. I think they got. I don't remember. They got picked up for a second season. I want to say it was early this year. I don't know if they did for a third or not yet. Then there's also, I mean, if we're talking about orbs, there's also like this, a UFO football. It's not quite the same, but we're talking about orange orbs, so it's called an orange football. Traditional UFO-like shape, yet no metallic surface has been observed. 15 feet wide, 10 feet high, shaped like a football. It is seen as a glowing orange ball of plasma with tendrils of red flames, flame-like plasma dancing around the outer perimeter, completely silent.
Pretty big, 10 to 15 feet. Ooh.
Yeah, but okay, so that one's like I think that one's more presumed to be like a UFO, not like an orb specifically. Though there is some speculation that like, oh god damn it,
Is that an actual image of what is thought to be an orange football? What a
I
terrible
do
name.
not know.
'Cause that looks like a UFO to me.
Then there's another, oh, damn it, the flash drones, which is similar to the orbs, but they're like pulsating. So it's like a pulsating spherical ball of light. The light appears bluish to a yellowish green glow. The light it casts is not extremely bright, but will cast on objects immediately surrounding the orb. Typically, there is more than one orbs gathered. They hover with no noise. A characteristic feature is that they will pulsate their light intensely for a matter of seconds, glowing extremely bright and then fading away to nothing as if the object simply vanished. Have been witnessed during the day, but are more visible at night. Have been seen transforming into other animal shapes, and is suspected of having the ability to transmorph into a shape of local living animals. Can affect other electrical objects and knock out the power to the ranch. But
25%
again,
chance
this
of
is like an orbs.
seeing?
Yeah, I don't. Okay, I need to fucking talk
Damn.
about this percentage. They have this percentage chance of seeing this shit listed on this, and I really want to know how the fuck they calculated that.
Post Malone, you got to get me in there.
Posty baby, hook it up. So that was just orb-esque phenomena, also kind of there. I got one more thing I need to talk about that fucking sucks. That it's kind of on the orb train. So they have a couple of dogs as well. They have some cattle dogs because they're cattle farmers. So that's what you have. So they got 3 of them. They're out with the dogs one morning, and a blue orb the size of a basketball appears. Terry's like, "Go on, dogs, go get the motherfucking thing," and brings them into like this brush where they're trying to fucking go get it. And then just fucking 3 yelps, and he can't find his dogs anywhere. He's looking all over. The only thing that he can find is 3 burnt circles.
Oh, shit.
It fucking incinerated his dogs, bro. So
Was it the radiation?
I don't know. It was the orb. But again, there's some the drone orbs or whatever the fuck. I was just fucking talking about the goddamn thing. So many names here. What do I call it? Flash drones or whatever. They're like the orbs that there's like a speculation that that's like some means of like transporting like other things. It's fucking this is I needed another fucking 3 weeks to do research on this episode, and I still wouldn't have been prepared. But so shortly after these fucking dogs are burnt alive, they're gone, they're dead, rip. They're like, nah, this is enough. They spent 18 months on the property, and they're fucking out. They're gone. They're like, nope, I can't do it.
Okay, hold up, though, because they run into this fucking bulletproof wolf at one point. I want to talk about that.
Yeah, I have. Okay, I have there's that bit on there as well, and then. Yeah. Okay. So this. Yeah. Do you want to do it?
I'll hit this one.
Okay.
So I don't know if it was night or day. At one point, Terry and his son encounter a wolf trying to attack their calves that are penned up. The son, who I wish I had a name for, Terry Jr., ran back to the car and got his dad's 357 Magnum. And apparently the wolf had jumped like 20 feet at this calf that stuck its snout through the gate. And so Terry, with the 357 Magnum, like shoots it 5 times. And then it just like fucks off. Like, they see flesh flying off of the creature when the bullets hit, so they knew that they hit it. But it's just like, nope, just walked away.
Yeah, that's fucked.
So they followed the wolf. They followed its footprints. The ground was wet apparently, so they could easily follow it. And they followed to the end of into the field where this tracks just stopped and it apparently disappeared. And then they were shown images by scientists. I'm sure years later, of some wolves, some different types of wolves, and they both identified the wolf as a dire wolf, which, for those that don't know, has been extinct for 10 to 16,000 years, but did live in the Americas. So that's this bulletproof wolf over here on the Skinwalker Ranch site. I just laughed at the 2 to 5 minutes, and then it will leave eventually. But
it's
a
got me thinking about that cow for a second too. The one that disappeared. There's because they say it just disappears after a while. So you follow the footprints and then it's just gone. So it wasn't. Yeah. It was the Skinwalker was in the form of a cow.
But wouldn't there be like human prints?
No, it just it busted up through the treetops. It just left.
Ooh.
You see the movie Hancock when Will Smith just jumps a million feet? That movie actually kind of fucking hits. I'll be honest with you. It's a pretty good movie.
I think it got bad reviews. But it's got Will Smith in it.
It's got Will Smith in it, so I got no problems. He was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's an elephant, Nathaniel. A special caliber to shoot through elephant hide? That's an elephant. This is a wolf.
Oh, confirmation right here. Hancock is lit from Nathaniel as well. Not just me.
I might watch it sometime.
All right. I'm telling you.
And as regards to them selling the ranch,
yes.
I don't know how much they bought it for, but
I could not find that either. Again, it's from what I was finding, it looked like it was vacant for 30 years before they moved in.
Yeah, so they got it cheap,
I don't know
how much 800
years nobody's fucking been there.
Yeah, but I don't know how much a 480 acre ranch goes for in 1994. But they turned around and bought it or sold it for $200,000. So they had to have made a profit on that. But I did see in one spot that they were losing money because whatever was happening to the cows, it was taking the best ones. So they were losing money there, but ended up selling the ranch for $200,000.
Look, I didn't see specifically how much cattle that they had, but if you have a 500-acre ranch, from what I've seen from that, cattle's usually packed in pretty tight, right?
I don't know how many cows
if you have if you have a really big ranch, you don't just have you don't want to lose 7 cattle, but if it's only
I got
7,
100 more.
7 in a year is fucking bad. Surely that's your numbers aren't looking good. 7%, that's not.
They
were
great. Only there for a year and a half, bro.
More. I know. Again, I'm saying the as a percentage, it's not great, but you still got a lot more. I don't know.
I don't know the first thing about cattle other than you shouldn't leave them in a barn with the side of their bowels exposed. That's all I know. But anyway, so the man that they sold the farm to, the ranch to, was a Las Vegas billionaire who heard about the ranch and everything that was happening on it through Coast to Coast. I don't know if he was a guest on the show because he did do some things UFO related and paranormal related. He was known to have spent his money on researching that shit already. But the man in question is Robert Bigelow, and he's the big shot Bigelow.
The owner of the hotel chain Budget Suites of America and the founder of Bigelow Aerospace?
I thought this was going in a different direction, but yeah.
Oh, what direction?
The Bimsdale Bigelow? I don't know. I thought it was going Timmy Turner's Dimmadome. The Bigadome.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of research today, man. It's going right over my head.
Yeah, I don't know. He bought it Robert Bigelow, the Gigolo. He set up. So he already had the National Institute for Discovery Science founded.
NIDS?
NIDS, yes. and he, I don't know, moved some people there, or he hired specifically some people there, like to work there, um, including molecular biologist. Molecular? I think it might be, yeah, molecular
Microbiologist.
micro
Okay, you're talking about Kohler or whatever.
Colm
I don't know how to say it.
Kelleher.
All right, I saw him credited as being a biochemist, a microbiologist. What were you gonna call him?
I was gonna say a molecular biologist.
I also saw that one as well as a journalist, a paranormal author. I've seen this man credited as everything. He's got a lot of
Uh-oh.
hats. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I've only got one hat. But anyway, he hired Colm Kelleher, which is that guy, to be the lead scientific lead, and he also employed Colonel John Alexander, who is a former NATO advisor, as well as some other PhD holding professionals. Those of which worked out of a small portable building armed with remote cameras and monitoring systems to capture any activity happening on the ranch. Hopefully, you've got some things that they pulled apart because I didn't find a whole lot.
I have a couple of things. So specifically, Colm. He had one claim that he saw this large humanoid creature spying on the research team from a tree about 50 yards away, roughly 20 feet off the ground. Quote, the large creature that lay motionless almost casually in the tree. The only indication of the beast's presence was the penetrating yellow light of the unblinking eyes as they stared fixedly back into the light. Keller shot his rifle at the creature, which then disappeared. Quote, it was then that I saw a single obvious oval track about 6 inches in diameter embedded deeply in the patch of snow. It looked unusual. A single large print in the snow with 2 sharp claws protruding from the rear of the mark, going a couple of inches deeper. It almost looked like a bird of prey, maybe a raptor print, but huge, and from the depth of the print, a very heavy creature.
So presumably not a bird.
Birds aren't super heavy, so
Correct.
you wouldn't assume. I mean, you have some momentum going down. You could maybe still
Smack the ground pretty hard.
Yeah, right. Like I don't know. I've seen an owl fucking smack some shit. I've seen a bird hit a window before. You know
Absolutely.
that's pretty fucking loud. Uh, so there was another interesting claim that Colonel that you had just mentioned. I forgot to fucking put his name down.
John Alexander.
John Alexander, yes. I believe it was in an interview with him that I had watched. So there was some claim of like tampering with the surveillance equipment on the property. So they had like these camera setups that were elevated on, I don't know, some sort of platform, and there was like a PVC pipe where they like went up, and the cameras, I believe, like a little 360 camera up on top of this PVC pipe. There's a wire that runs down that goes into the ground that then runs back to like the receiver or wherever the fuck they're monitoring all of this. Um,
Yes.
so there is. He mentions there being a lot of duct tape running the length of the PVC, holding all of the cord that runs, so it's not just like all over the place. And again, it runs into the ground because there are fucking cattle everywhere, bro. Like there's stuff you don't want it to fucking come unplugged. So the cord is removed from the camera. The duct tape is gone. Not cut. It's fucking gone. It's nowhere to be found. The duct tape is gone. He makes mention of there being all of this duct tape, but it's just gone. There's these PVC clamps, gone. The PVC has been moved. The cord has been cut, but they're like not just cut, like cut 2 times. There's 3 feet of cord again that is missing. Uh, just gone. At the time that this occurred, so like you have the footage from the camera. I couldn't find this alleged footage, so he's just talking about it. The cattle are there. They're at the camera, just like kind of hanging out around by the thing. So okay, unless it's the cat, like a cow fucking did this though. But you know what I
Nodded
mean. So
off.
a cow somehow did it. But then like, where's the duct tape?
They ate it.
Is like a big one, and 3 feet of cord and whatever else. I don't know.
They
I
ate it.
guess the big thing was like, well, but you could see it again. It's a 360. If it's a camera where you can fucking see everywhere or whatever the deal is, you could see that they're not. But the other
It's
thing is like
360 up.
if a
I don't know.
person were to, that's my understanding of it, because he said that you could like kind of like see, or maybe it was from the other ones or something, like that you couldn't see, like somebody wasn't sneaking up on it. But like again, the cattle they don't get startled. Like if a person were to walk up there, the cattle would get startled and leave, is the claim. So like it just kind of happens, and all that just is gone or whatever. He's like, yeah, we have no way to explain whatever this is. It's like, okay, like that's interesting, but like I don't know.
I don't either.
Again, that's the thing. It's interesting, but I can't be like it's definitely aliens that did it. When
Yep.
it's like maybe a cow ate a bunch of duct tape and a little bit of your wire there, champ. You know, like I have no idea.
See, if you
Again,
had a
I
hole
can't.
cut in the side of that cow
If
with
I
the
could,
stomach exposed, you would
just
know.
think you should have run the cords through the cow, and that's how you could do that better. So,
But the camera's on the cow, obviously. GoPros to their backs.
well, this would have been 1996 when they bought it. I don't know. So at some point
only
between
had it for
96 and 2016.
Yeah, they only
But
did things
but
for
NIDS was only there until 2004.
Yes,
Was it
I believe so.
2004?
I did. They were there for
So
a
I
decade, I think.
believe,
Almost a
yeah,
decade.
because it's okay. So they 1996 he buys it, and they start doing this work with
Yeah.
NIDS.
The latest 2006.
Okay, so then it's sometime either 2004 or 2006, sometime around there. NIDS is out. They're just done doing whatever the fuck they're doing, and then
You could have bought the original GoPro in 2004.
Okay, excuse me.
And put it on the cattle.
Okay, how do you power it? Is the battery life on that any good?
It's probably like 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's a
Only can record for 4.
New York New York Times article that was alleging that the Skinwalker Ranch had served as a place of Pentagon fueled research during Bigelow's ownership here from the years like 2007, 2008 to 2012, 2013. So like after NIDS is out, then it's just like cool. Now this is where we bring in this fucking was it the ATIP or whatever?
Yeah, the
ATIP.
Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program.
Yeah, which isn't directly like, yeah, this is like where this was, right? But like this
Right,
is like
but
this is kind of where this was.
This may be this
kind of,
maybe started.
I think this is kind of
the
a
ranch.
bigger part of the picture than like is, you know what I mean, like the rest of it. This seems like a big piece of it.
Yeah, so in I don't know what year it was, but after this whole when they stopped working at the ranch in 2004, I believe. Bigelow apparently had created an aerospace company known as Bigelow Aerospace Advanced Space Studies, or BOSS, which was rewarded a contract by the United States Department of Defense for $22 million, which was to be used to investigate UFOs under this program known as the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. And the person that initiated this program, what is his name? Harry Reid, Senate Majority Leader from Nevada. So they're buddies. At one point, the word got out about this Department of Defense budget thing. I don't know how this works, but the Department of Defense showed that they were giving out $22 million. It was awarded to the Bigelow Aerospace Company. The contract, because of whatever, they generated a 494-page report allegedly documenting the worldwide UFO sightings over several decades.
So
But
this is from a Freedom of Information Act request. Is that what this is?
I
You're talking
believe
about
so.
Harry, right? Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Harry Reid.
Yeah.
Um, didn't see anything. I don't think the documents are available to the public from that. I think the information that is available is just that this existed. Like they only released the budget, not the
Mhm.
actual contents
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
of the report. Um, Reid.
Not that other port. The other one was that 400-page report of all the UFO stuff. That's a separate report. Is that what you're?
Yeah, that's a report on the findings from that
Yeah. Oh, okay,
program.
okay. Yeah, my bad.
That's not released. Um, so I don't have a whole lot. I don't have anything on what that contained, what they studied. Like,
Gee, you mean a black market, a black project where you can't get any from?
yeah,
Yeah. Weird.
one of those. But it was allegedly supposed to be worldwide UFO sightings over the past like few decades.
Well, there's been a lot of that stuff coming out, like even in the more recent years. We got a lot of these like was it like the Air Force or whatever recently?
Yeah.
Was some shit and yeah, some bullshit. So
I just have a quick word from Reid here. After all this ATIP stuff got out, he said that I think it's one of the good things. I think it's one of the good things I did in my congressional service. I've done something that no one else has done before. I'm interested in space and helping the American public understand what the hell is going on, even though none of this stuff has been fucking released. But he was buddies with Robert Bigelow, and Bigelow kind of pushed him to initiate putting this program into fruition. But I was looking into that. It's a Times article. I'll put it in the link.
oh yes.
I'll put the link in the description. And the lead of this has nothing to do with Skinwalker Ranch. We were kind of off topic here. But the lead of ATIP, Elizondo, founded or was a large part of the To the Stars Academy. If you don't know who that is, what that is, that was the Tom DeLonge fucking space thing, like aliens thing. What happened to that?
I'm surely it's still doing its thing.
To the Stars Academy.
Oh, I'm pulling it up right now, bud.
In Debt, so number 4. Elon Musk is number 1 though.
I don't know. I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, so it's like the board members, first person, Tom DeLonge, co-founder, all this stuff. Then the first thing on his bio of list of 3 fucking things: founded influential rock bands, Blink-182 and Angels and Airwaves. Like the books and the poet. It's just like what? And the other people have like legitimate credentials of like 25 years of operating officer of Central Intelligence Agency. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, it appears that they're still doing stuff. But
interesting. Oh yeah, they covered the.
Now, Angels and Airwaves has been releasing some new music that is fucking god awful.
Have they really?
Oh my god.
My mom always brings that up whenever I talk about concerts or anything. She's like, "Oh yeah, I took you to that Angels and Airwaves concert." Yeah, mom, thanks.
Yeah, she also dropped us off for that Haste the Day show one time, and then just left. She just dropped us off and left.
Do you blame her? My dad went to that one. Shit, that one we played with Hallowed Hysteria.
Oh my god. Okay.
He had a horrible time.
You don't say.
I think he was pretty proud of me that night.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh man.
Anyway.
I don't know what the hell is going on at Skinwalker Ranch. Trying to see if there's anything else I skimmed over and missed.
Well, I mean, I have some more of these entities still here that I want to talk about.
Oh yeah, we ought to go over those.
And phenomena. So again, it starts with like yeah, fucking whatever. I'm just gonna get into it. Um, we talked about the. Oh no, it's okay. There's the spotlight.
Mm-hmm. Could be a
So this
spotlight.
is this is a single spotlight similar to that on a motorcycle that travels about 10 to 40 miles an hour. That typically hovers about 8 feet from the ground. Sometimes seen with a red taillight behind it. Maybe related to, if not misidentified, flash drones. It says that there is a 46% chance of seeing this if you happen to be there.
There's 46%
So
chance of seeing a
again,
motorcycle drive through the farm.
okay, but in all fairness, like there shouldn't be a motorcycle there.
Why not?
I don't know. Where's the road? There's not. It's a fucking. It's 100. It's 500 acres. It's a
But
500
there's a
acre cattle
road.
farm. There's not
There's
a
a
road
road
for 3
going.
miles that
There's
way.
a road going through it. That's for sure.
Okay, but again, this private property. It's like, you know, if there is, it's like a dirt trail. It's not like a
Yeah, say
motorcycle thing.
dirt biking.
A dirt bike. Yeah, I mean, okay, look, like could there just be somebody on a fucking motorcycle? Sure, bro. The spotlight, yeah. Okay, but you're telling me if it's a 46% chance, that's like 50. I'm gonna round that up. I'm gonna say that's 50-50. That means if you go out there and I go out there, one of us is gonna see that. But you're telling me if it's that common, like somebody hasn't just like fucking like
That's a
actually seen
motorcycle.
it's a real motorcycle?
Okay,
No,
but
there's
this
no
is
way. There'd be tracks or
skinwalkerranch.com.
something, bro.
This is skinwalkerranch.com reporting these frequencies
You're right.
as well as like
a fan website. It's just
yeah.
a fan website. It's not like this is no, this is just some shit, but it's fucking good. Okay, I already talked about the flash drones. Again, 25% chance of seeing that phenomenon of the flash drones. That brings us to another. Okay, so this is the invisible chopper. This is a good one. Heard from the sound. Heard from the sounds of flying from north to south. Sounds like
South
it is
to
50
north.
feet above the ground. South to north, yeah. I don't know. I typed some word wrong in my notes.
Heard coming from the south and flying to the north. Sounds like it's a mere
Yeah,
50
sure.
feet above your head.
Yeah, that one. The noise sounds like it's a large helicopter, like a blade slowly rotating around. I stress, even in clear daylight, nothing can be seen. It is completely invisible. Even though it's invisible, there's a 5.8 chance of seeing this. I guess to be hearing, but that would maybe be annoying, right? Like 50 feet is close. If a helicopter was 50 feet off the ground, to me that seems like it would be loud as fuck. If you couldn't
It would
see it,
be
that
loud.
that seems like that would be a little
feel
bit
it.
weird. You would. I did not see specifically in there that you could feel it. If there was a helicopter, you would be able to feel it. Yes. Brings us to this mini stealth, a miniature version of a stealth fighter, similar in shape, but roughly only 8 feet long and 6 feet wide. Flies extremely fast, about 500 feet in the sky. All black, no color, no exhaust steam. Will perform acrobatic maneuvers at times. 7% chance of seeing. Some of this stuff though is just making it seem like you're just like witnessing, like like military. Like
Yeah,
tests
where's the
and
closest
stuff
military base?
Probably not far. You're out in the middle of Utah where there's like large ranches where there's not a lot of population and like mountains and stuff. You know what I mean? Like you gotta, for sure, there's stuff out there. The bulletproof wolf we've already talked about. Did we mention that there's a 15% chance of seeing that?
No.
I really need to know how the fuck they're doing these percentages. Like, is it they've like cool, we've documented everybody who has stepped foot on this ranch in the last 100 years. We know that it is only 200 people in total. If 4 of those people have seen this thing, that means that it's 2%. Like I don't understand the math.
Okay, in regards to the base, there's the Defense Logistics Agency it's not that close. It's like in the middle of the state. It's pairs to like top right.
Okay, but surely there could be something.
Close.
Again, if we're talking about like top secret, and I don't know.
All along Highway 15, there's a dozen, 18. There's a bunch.
Well, and again, if you're talking about like this is like stuff that you're flying, so it's a lot quicker to fly.
Yeah.
A lot faster. So the controllers sounds like 2 adult males speaking in unknown native sounding languages. Sounds like they're about 20 feet above you, and it assumed that they are just talking about you.
Oh yeah,
it sounds like
they're
they're speaking through a walkie-talkie or a radio, some sort of mechanical medium that they're communicating through. Again, coincides with these invisible chopper flyovers with about a 15% chance of hearing this and a 1.3% chance of physically seeing them. Yes, again, these percentage chances is fucking asinine is a fucking great way to put it. Thank you. It drives me insane whoever the fuck is putting this. I have no idea of how the fuck they determine this, but it seems stupid, so I fucking put it in my
1.3.
notes. Yeah, 1.3. I have no idea how the fuck you determine this. The time traveler, again, described as an ancient-looking native man dressed in primitive attire. Sometimes he is seen as a flesh and blood human, and other times seen out of phase. It is believed that he was once a human and died, and resides in as something of a spiritual nature, forever trapped in a timeless interdimensional void. He is a
Clearly,
separate
this is the
entity from
guy. This is the shaman, the
He's a
witch
separate
doctor.
entity from the ranch's main host. His motives appear altruistic and a harbinger for the coming of the host. Again, 2% chance.
Who's the host?
The Skinwalker. I don't fucking know.
Is he the dark one? Oh,
No, I
likely
think the
this is
dark
the
one.
same.
I think the dark one is just the same as this the traveler is supposed to be. And there's the water babies. Humanoid in
little
form, a
girl.
small sized child. Yeah, but that's like a one off of like, oh, you heard a little girl talking. It was like, okay, whatever. The water babies, humanoid in form, size of a small child, long dark hair, known to the local Ute natives as the Poptics. Popicts. The entity commonly inhabits the surrounding waterways. They can be recognized by their vocalizations, which mimic the sound of a crying human baby. According to local lore, once a curious bystander goes to investigate, he/she is dragged underwater to be drowned by the baby.
Did you talk about the firefly sprites yet?
No, I haven't.
Because they're fireflies.
Yeah, I did. That's why I didn't talk about those.
30% chance of seeing.
Maybe you see some fireflies when you come out, bro. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Then there's angels singing. Very rare occurrence where male and female witnesses, both past and present, have heard the sound of a chorus of angels singing. Again, 2% chance. This 2%. Okay, is it like? Are they the same people experiencing multiple phenomena? Is it the same people experiencing multiple phenomena? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So then it's like, so okay, but then it's like, so do I take? Is somebody more credible because they experienced 3 of these things, or 4 of these things, or only one of these things?
No. Possible.
Okay.
I think what's more not believable is the possible AI reproducing the sound of angels to calm the terrified witnesses.
Oh, you didn't like you thought that was
AI may have detected prayer like in invocation, so manifest them in audible
fuck,
form.
man. Okay, we talked about the Glowbirds and the football. Okay, there's the sentient mist. This isn't a good one. So it's described in Bigelow's researchers as a neurological electricity. This unique entity is completely black in color and takes an intangible form of a thick smoke. The smoke is described like a disembodied skin of black energy that possesses an intellect. Eventually molds itself into a local animal or humanoid. Then there's a fucking update in here that I don't understand. Described as having tentacles, which it uses to toxify its victims by inserting via the mouth. And thereby suffocating the lungs with which feels like burning dust. This immediately transports the victim to the spirit world. 2% chance of seeing.
But it only happens for 30 seconds, so.
But okay, it kills you immediately, but so you know it feels like burning dust because you have that information, and you're also transported to a different place immediately.
Shrimps
Where are you
grow.
getting this information?
Magic mushrooms grow pretty well on cow pies, right? Like underneath cow pies.
Yeah.
So you gotta go to another world.
Yeah. Then there's the portal. There was a portal. There's a 2% chance of seeing a portal. I don't know, bro. It's some of the weirdest shit I've ever fucking looked at. Again, it's very
Is this a
unsettling.
cryptid or hentai?
Oh my god, this is so fucked.
Don't forget about the night whistler. Sounds like a man whistling an eerie long tune.
It's a bottle that somebody left out there and the wind blows just right. I don't know. I mean, okay, so this probably brings us to, I mean, what, 2016? Bigelow sold the ranch.
Yeah,
to
for
adamantium
$4.5 million.
To adamantium real estate, which is just a shell corporation. So in 2017, the name Skywalker Ranch was filed for trademark.
Skywalker Ranch?
What did I say? Skywalker.
You said Skywalker Ranch.
All right. So the Skinwalker Ranch, come at me, George Lucas, was filed for trademark, and so the trademark was then issued in 2018. In 2018, a spokesperson for Adamantium Real Estate, Thomas Winterton, stated that the new owner of the ranch, quote, has no interest in exploiting the ranch for money/profit.
Cue History Channel.
So that's going to bring us to March 2020, where Vice posts this article about Brandon Fugel, who's this Utah real estate tycoon and the new owner of the ranch. I may just have to we may just have to do a whole ass episode on this whole second half with him here, because this is kind of getting fucking with the TV show and stuff, because it's you know what I mean, immediately the spokesperson's like, no, I just want to exploit it for profit, and then TV show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just producing all of this content immediately.
Yeah,
right, just straight away I'm like, okay, I don't
got
know about this guy's motives, so I'm a little bit hesitant here, but
Ancient Aliens.
well, yeah, was that last year, 2020, Ancient Aliens?
I
and
watched
then
it.
2020, 2021 was, oh, you watched the whole thing?
I watched it, yeah. Well, I mean, I was doing research, but yeah, I did watch some of it.
And we had that picture up at the beginning because fucking Post Malone just went to visit this dude on the ranch and did the whole fucking photo shoot with the rifle with homie.
Surely Tom DeLonge's gone.
All right. Now you have piqued my interests. I think we just gonna need to do a whole ass other fucking episode on this guy. He's a fucking weird cat, and I haven't quite figured him out yet. I think so, man.
I just want to read about Tom DeLonge.
Oh, you're trying to just happen to figure out if Tom DeLonge has been there?
Yeah, I'm looking at the Drive website article. The U.S. Army has confirmed that it has signed a cooperative research deal with the former Blink-182 frontman Tom DeLonge to the Stars Academy. Yeah. The U.S. Army and Tom DeLonge.
Boy, there's a joke in there somewhere. I'm struggling to find it.
The Army says it will be exploring novel materials and other technologies under an unpaid collaboration with To the Stars.
An unpaid collaboration.
Yeah. That was in 2019, though.
Okay.
I don't see anything about Tom DeLonge going to the ranch, though.
Well, now that Posty's gone, now Tom's got to make a phone call as well. Yeah. But there was something where, this guy, he knew Post Malone through somebody. They had some sort of, mutual friend in some capacity, according to this article. That I was like, excuse me? What do you fucking mean? I just don't understand, man.
Man, I need to watch the TV show.
That's the thing. There's another episode that needs to happen fucking because of this episode is the unfortunate part. I
watched some clips. I did watch some clips.
Yeah, okay.
On the YouTube.
Which ones from the Ancient Aliens or from the History Channel? What's it called?
Yeah, from the
I have it down
Skywalker
somewhere.
Ranch one.
Is it like Secrets of or something? I don't remember the name
I don't have a subscription
of
to
it. Pages on
Skinwalker
notes here.
Ranch or to
What?
History Channel.
I have a subscription to Skinwalker.
I need one. I would.
Oh my god.
Where's it at?
There's what at?
It's not on the front page. I'm on history. I'm just trying to see you. What in the world?
Damn, I still can't fucking. I have too many fucking notes for this shit. I can find the name of it. It doesn't matter. Don't care.
What are you looking up the name of?
No, nothing. It doesn't matter. I mean, just you say you're talking, watching the clips from the show as we were talking about that.
Oh yeah, I was trying to find the Skinwalker Ranch show. Is it not called Skinwalker Ranch?
No, there's something else. It's like the Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch or something. It's not quite just called Skinwalker Ranch.
I'd hate to see Skinwalker Ranch's OnlyFans page.
I mean, I'd pay for that. The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch is the name of the History Channel show.
Why is it so hard to find? It's like a current show, is it not?
My understanding that it aired in 2020 and again another season this year. So, the Curse of Skinwalker Ranch is that actually one too? Or are you just fucking with me here? Oh my god! Wait! There is one called Curse. It's not Secret. It's Curse.
This one says The Secret of
says
Skinwalker Ranch
Secret.
on history.
This one says Curse and this one says Secret. I
What
don't
in
understand.
the world? This one is also, yeah. No, this one says The Secret.
Maybe season 2 was called The Curse. Season 1's something. There's something.
10 episodes, huh?
Evidently.
All right.
Well, what more do you have for me? Nothing?
In regards to the Skinwalker Ranch, not really, no.
It
It's
mostly
crazy.
Okay, what do you make of the Shermans?
I don't know.
That whole situation.
Because they didn't report anything. So that seems a little sketch to me, but
Well, I mean, they didn't report
this,
again.
yeah.
Like they didn't report the cattle mutilations to the authorities. It didn't report anything. It's not like they didn't share their story or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like 1996 when they're leaving. Like they went to there was an article. Probably have to link to that one in the description. That was that first article from whatever the fuck it was. I sent a link to you. I wish I remembered the name of that one off the top of my head, but I don't. Way too much shit to scroll through.
Skinwalker Ranch is on right now.
Deseret News. Okay. So that's an article from 96 where they were talking about it. So they just said, fuck it, like, we begin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have liked to have like seen an interview. I looked specifically for an interview with Terry that I could like watch and like I wanted to like hear him say some of the stuff. I couldn't find it. If you happen to know of one that exists or you stumble across one, you send it our way. That'd be really cool. I would like to see that because I want to believe them.
A lot of...
But it seems very easy to just like kind of not. And I don't have pictures of their cattle mutilations. I can find, you know what I mean? I found pictures, but again, I don't have them specifically attributed to being as from here. Generally, like the pictures like are from Oregon for some reason and Colorado.
Colorado's close, at least.
Colorado's close. Not super far. but not like, I don't know. Again, like they happen in Utah, they happen places, but it's just they're I think most common in Utah for some reason. Fucking gnat. I don't know, man. Again, crop circles are one of those ones that like a lot of people generally come forward and like, oh yeah, I just made that, right? Or like that was a big thing where people like, or they, at least somebody claims that they make them. So I don't know how the fuck that one works too.
Yeah, true. There's not a lot of documentation for this kind of stuff. That's for sure. Would be nice. I tried to see if there was any of this Joseph Hicks stuff.
Yeah, you got more. Yeah.
I didn't put anything in my notes, but I was watching the Ancient Aliens ones, and they have him on there. Well, no, they have his son on there, showing some documents that he found of drawings that Joseph had made.
Joseph Hicks' son.
Joseph Hicks' son was on Ancient Aliens.
Okay.
I think it was maybe it was the
History Channel one.
It could have been on the History Channel one too.
Either way, there's not one of those two.
But yeah, you're just showing some images of UFOs, really.
Okay.
But I don't know that they were ones that they saw.
And that's the thing. I can see pictures of like orbs and stuff, but like I don't see anything that is specifically being attributed to. It's like, great, it's an article that is about it, and here is a video of what we're talking about, but I don't see it specifically being like, yeah, this is taken by fucking Bigelow's team on this fucking date because they're there doing fucking security and trying to document this shit. Like, I don't, that shit isn't like up all over the place. So that's kind of a fucking red flag, like off the like right away. And plus he's like, you know what I mean? He came in like with a bunch of money and wanted to catch all this stuff. So it's like,
and then he didn't report his findings. Like,
yeah, right. Like nothing. So either, yeah, right. That's kind of what brings me to like, I want to say that like the government kind of thing has more of a role in this than like the story starts well before that with like the whole Sherman family. Like there's not the government black projects going on. They're not getting paid by the Pentagon to run shit out of there. So where the fuck is that whole story?
I mean, he was
what is that about?
An alleged billionaire who heard about it on coast to coast, and he had a reputation for like spending his money on researching paranormal and that kind of shit, like fringe science kind of stuff, is where he would put some of his money, like because he had billions of dollars. So when he saw that he could buy this,
if I had fuck you money and I could do dumb shit, like
you wouldn't buy a $200,000 ranch that could have aliens on it. Yeah, I would too.
I would spend all of my money right now. I would uproot my entire life and just move to Utah for a $200,000, 500 acre ranch. I'm there, bro.
Yep, and then I don't know. I would take the History Channel team along with me to document it all. Get that money. Make my money back for buying the property.
No, if the History Channel is the way to go.
I don't know that History Channel. I would call Tom DeLonge, but
look, if you just happen to have fucking Tom DeLonge's number,
if I had fuck you money, I would have Tom DeLonge's number.
All right. Oh no, I mean not even okay. $200,000 to buy the ranch in '94. In today's money, that's like $350. But if I'm saying it's $200,000 today, that's not fuck you money. That's like buying house money, bro. Like that's nothing.
That's a cheap house money.
I don't have. That's what my house costs money. Like I could sell my house and go fucking move to a 500 acre ranch. Let's fucking do it. So
I'm there.
Yeah,
sell my house and also move there. Counting Cryptids Ranch.
Here we go. Ranch daddies are at it again. Fuck. How much would it cost us to get fiber out in the middle of nowhere?
I don't know.
Internet's gonna suck. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's what the Patreons are for.
The Facebook, they have like the balloons that they send to like, it's like third world countries so they can get like Wi-Fi in places. Is that what that is?
I've never heard of that.
Okay, whatever.
They've got that Starlink or whatever. satellite internet. That's pretty decent, but you ain't playing games on that shit.
It's small. I bought that shit at the drop of a hat. Yeah, dude, exactly. It's fucking. I don't know. I think part of it's like I get like if you have like a TV show, like there's a whole ass crew. There's a lot going on and stuff, but then there's like this other agenda that I wouldn't want to like if you know what I mean, if I happen to like cool, I just happened to have an opportunity to buy this fucking ranch and bought it and just fucked off. I think I would try to do that shit on my own or like assemble my own crew instead of like I'm going to I don't know. I guess maybe I'm not thinking of it from like a money making perspective and more of like I want to just fucking
Yeah,
get
I
to the
want to
bottom of
fuck
this and tell
off.
you what's what. Yeah. But I don't know.
I'm there. You find a haunted ranch, you let me know.
I randomly been coming across shit for sale that's like, you know what I mean? It's like a fucking an island, you know what I mean? Just like out in the middle of fucking nowhere or something. And you're like, yeah, I'd do that. Okay, cool.
Except
Not
the
an island,
internet
but
would
like you know what I
suck.
mean? It's like on a lake and an island and a lake and one of those fucking things or something. It's like I don't have the fucking money for that, but like it'd be dope. Get out of here, man. This basement. I'm done with it. All right.
Can't really do a versus portion of the show. But we could share what we did last episode.
Well, I mean, listen, what are we getting off the fence, or are we gonna wait until we talk about something else first?
I think we got to talk about the this other Fugle guy.
Well, why don't we talk about? Okay, where are you at with the Shermans?
Okay, the Shermans.
I talked
I have
about the
no
Shermans.
reason not to believe them. Like they were there for 18 months.
A year and a half they were there and said, "Nope, get me the fuck out." And then they moved 15 miles away, and they were there and fine. They posted up
Okay.
at
I
that
didn't
new
know
place,
they moved
and
15
they were
miles
chilling.
away.
I want to say it was 15 miles away. That was all the further they went.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
It's not like he was like, "Nope, I'm cattle ranching's not for me. I'm done with this." They just like went to a different place and just fucking kept on.
yeah, because she was from the area. He moved there when he was 17, and like his kids are young enough. Like their kids are young enough to like have been raised there. You know.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, no reason to leave, unless there's something fucked up going on. Other than the only thing that I can think of is that they're losing their ass on money because maybe cows are going missing. Maybe it's not UFOs, but they, they're losing their ass on money.
Report the cows going missing. They can't get an insurance claim from that.
Right, but because they can't prove that something's like they can't prove what's happening to the cows.
So you're saying just for the perspective of something is happening to the cows, let's move 15 miles away and see if that doesn't happen to the cows?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you got me there. I just say like people are kidnapping, taking their cows, or their cows are running off or something. They can't get the insurance for it, but somebody comes and offers them $200K to sell their ranch that they probably got for less than that. Like maybe the money was just right, and they're like, yeah, cool. Like we'll sell you the ranch. We didn't give a fuck. And then,
but they were already talking about the ranch.
Yeah.
So, okay. The point of they're on coast to coast or whatever it is, it's being talked about on coast to coast where the guy who's going to buy it hears it. These people are already like, nah, fuck this. Like, I'm out. I'm gone. Like, this is fucked.
Yeah, get
And
me
he's
out
like,
of
cool.
here.
Yeah, it's got to make
it,
its way
though.
around to that, to this other guy to fucking come and buy it.
Yeah, I got no reason to not believe them. Only people I don't have reason to believe is the people on History Channel, because I don't know their credentials. They don't seem like they're professional scientists.
You sent me a quote earlier today that I fucking laughed at. I really liked it.
Oh, was it the one that I wrote?
No. Just a moment. It was when you were watching those clips.
About the car battery?
Nope, not even that one.
Damn.
Hang on. It's even better. Oh, ancient astronaut theorists suggest.
Yeah. ...
Just ellipses after that. Just fucking anything.
Yep.
That's my summation of it. That's not even, is that History Channel or is that one on travel?
I think this is all on History Channel.
Mutant Aliens, is that also on there?
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, I don't know. It's just like I like those shows, like they're fun, but like from a credibility standpoint, I'm like, okay, like
Yeah,
really though, is there? Like they've done me so fucking dirty on like so many of those fucking shows. Like, was it Mountain Monsters? Is that the one that I've been struggling with a bunch too? Or I'm like, didn't you just kill that pig and then like cut him up and show me? Is that what just happened there? Like, pretty sure that's what that one was.
spit in
So
my eyes. I can't see anything.
no, it pissed in his eyes. It pissed in
Oh,
the. It
pissed
was
in
in
his
the
eyes.
tree, and he got the piss in his eyeballs, and then just squeezed a water bottle under his eyes to get water into his eye. Fucking ridiculous,
Oh,
man. No peepaw. God damn it. I okay, yeah, I mean similarly, I don't really have a reason to not trust the Sherman family, right? Oh no, hang on. There's something about a car battery Greg wants to know. What you text me about a
Oh no. Okay, so I was watching a clip. I think it was maybe season 2 even of the Skinwalker Ranch history show, and they're like trying to check to see if electricity could travel through the earth, and so they like got a metal spike that they nailed into the ground, and there was a pre-existing pipe in the ground, and they hooked up a car battery, and like they're like, oh yep, it's zero point 0.3 milliamps or something, like a super minuscule amount of conductivity between these two metal rods in the ground. And I don't know. I don't know anything about. I don't know enough about electricity to like debunk that, but I'm pretty sure the ground is conductive.
I went to a comedy show like a week and a half ago, and somebody said something that has it come up a lot of times in my life since, and it was that bad information beats no information every time. And there's been a lot of times where I'm like, I hear something like, well, that's just fucking wrong, but I do not have anything to come back with. So you know what I mean? It's like, what?
I have
Well,
to
fuck.
agree.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then just get stuck in this fucking loop of listening to people just like repeat the same dumb shit too. It's like, fuck, man. It's rough. It's a weird time to be alive.
There are some things in those clips that I saw that I couldn't explain, and I couldn't also say they like legitimately happened because it's a reality show on the History Channel.
Yeah.
And they're just there for the views. But like, radiation was a big one, and like,
Is there like a lot of radiation in the area? Is that what you're saying?
according to some of these people,
Okay.
on History Channel, and then also the electromagnetic field sometimes shifted depending on what they were doing in the area, and I can't defend them or support their findings because I don't
Depending on what they
understand.
were doing in the area, were they creating a giant electromagnet? Is
They
that what
were
it is? They
drilling
make
to
a big
the ground in one incident. I don't know
Hmm.
what they were. They were just drilling,
Hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, my compass on my phone is fucked up." I don't think that's how your phone compass works, bro.
That's really not how your phone compass works. That's just gonna be because you're not getting 4G out there. You're getting like 1x
Yeah.
fucking Wi-Fi out there. You don't have service.
It hasn't updated in 16 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I've turned
you're
completely around.
That thinks you're in Oregon. There, you're not. You're not in Oregon. You're in Utah. I want to say there was also is maybe boy, it's been a few years if that was the case. There was an episode of Joe Rogan Questions Everything about this, which was that TV show that
I
he
tried to
did
look it
with
up. I didn't see
Duncan
anything.
Trussell. I watched that whole series a couple of years ago, and it really wasn't bad. And they quit doing it because every time they went to look at anything, like, oh no, this is bullshit. Yeah, everything they fucking did, like, oh,
We
no,
keep
this is
wasting
just
our money
fucking
traveling to these areas that are
literally
bullshit.
that was just what it was, and I was like, well, fucking thank you for this though, like, but I don't remember that one, but I know there was an episode. I'll have to go back and rewatch that one too. But
I gotta find that one myself. That sounds like a good time.
Duncan is fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, what was his animated show? I had a good time watching that one. Hmm.
No idea. Okay. I mean, okay. So we're off the fence on Sherman's. Where are you? What do you think about Bigelow and like, what's it? What's it? Nids?
I don't know what they found or if they found anything. He definitely dumped a lot of money into trying to get that into something, but it also makes me question maybe they did find something and were asked not to like report, like turn them over to the public because I think at one time there was a congressman or something. There was some sort of government agent that visited the site and did some research, but they
Fake.
didn't didn't change anything, didn't release anything about the
Yeah.
findings or anything. So
Mm.
I don't know.
I feel like this would segue nicely into something about Stephen Greer as well, where because like he's got that one where they go out to the desert and like you just like wish really hard and then you see UFOs, right? And you pay a bunch of money and he brings all these
Yeah.
like really rich people out there to see UFOs and it happens all the time. I'm like, okay, but what? I don't quite get his shtick either, and I've been really confused about him for a very long time, and I just can't quite put two and two together. But I don't know if that's kind of the same like this is weird like oh yeah you could see all this shit or if it's more of like a they're more involved in a way of like we're just observing from here. So I don't know, those ones are a little more sus, and again without like actually like putting any information out it's hard
Yeah.
to say anything. So
And is
that's
it
fair.
I messaged you this before the show while we were researching. Like, is it confirmation bias? Like, they're
100%.
going out looking for these. Of course, they're gonna find something that points towards
If
that.
you're looking for something weird like and you see something and you're like well what the fuck was that, like I don't know,
Yeah.
like weird shit happens all the fucking time.
Yep. I just noticed that my phone compass was off. Oh.
Yeah, there was some other stuff too. There's other malfunctioning equipment stories. There was like a GoPro that wouldn't connect to somebody's phone. They were trying to record something with, just like literally right there or whatever. But like again, like, and if you're talking about like all weird stuff with like the electromagnetic fields and all this other shit, I'm like, what the fuck ever, then, man. But I want to say that it was like irreparably damaged. Now that I'm talking about this, like it didn't work again, like at all. It wasn't just like a thing, So it's just like it just broke.
You
you
broke it.
you broke it on the way there and you're like oh fuck now it's not working.
You've now
So I don't know.
overcharged the battery, and your lipos are fried.
Yeah, again it's hard to say. So I'm very skeptical. We will definitely have to do a follow-up episode on this, if not just like a part two about fucking homie and like the
Brandon
current state of things. Yeah, and
Fugel.
some of that shit. It's just like I don't fucking know. Again, you're buying it with like the whole thing of like no, like we're not gonna exploit it for money, and then just immediately just booking TV shows and celebrities coming to check it out, and it's like okay. So we'll have to do more on that later, but in the meantime, we did polls last time, didn't we?
Did we?
Fucking hope you did. You said that you posted while we're still going.
I did. But was this really the last two episodes we did? Geff and Peppy?
No.
We're nope. Yes,
What did we
yes,
do
it is.
last time? Did we do Peppy last time?
I had to have. 7-Eleven. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. We're
Okay. It was. It
fucking
was. It was.
shit.
You're right. It was. It was. It was. I think you went with Peppy, but I went with Jeff. And looking at the Discord here,
Yeah.
everybody else agreed with you too. Well, not
It was
everybody.
pretty
You
fairly
beat me
split
by
there.
one. You beat me by one, but Peppy wins.
Peppy.
Damn.
Sorry, bud.
Well, we do post these polls. I don't know how we're gonna do this one.
I could do a
Probably.
poll in the chat, by the way. I don't know how
On YouTube?
on YouTube I can do a poll now. I got a notification, so I could do a poll now.
Well, don't do a different one just to see how it
Yeah,
works.
yeah. So I'm
What's up,
gonna.
everybody? You're gonna be guinea pigs real quick. Answer this poll that Connor's about to post. I don't know what it's about. Neither is he.
I want to know what y'all think about the Shermans.
How long does it take to push that to chat?
Are the Shermans full of shit? Ask your community. Hopefully y'all see one because I pressed OK and I don't see anything.
You gotta wait for the latency. It'll take a couple minutes before.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
100% full of shit.
Revotes so far.
How do you see the fucking votes? It just says 100%. Okay.
Up the top, just now, 4 votes.
Mine just says yes.
It's split
50-50.
50-50.
No. Okay.
Yes, I never had
5
to
votes. I see it now.
before. Yep. There it is.
Did you vote? I can't vote.
Yeah, I was able to. You can't because you're the one.
I'm the
I'm
one.
just in here as a plebeian. Okay, cool. That's how that works. Does it go for a set amount of time, or do you have to like?
No, I have to end it. I think.
Hmm.
So we
Interesting.
need 2 more votes because there's 8 people in here. One of them might be me, however, though. So 7 votes.
It says 7. It's almost everybody.
I'll give it another minute to see if we can get everybody that is watching to vote.
And we're just gonna sit in silence until then, or what?
Yeah.
Fucking...
Do.
No, that's probably copywritten music, and
I didn't get very far.
pants suit off. Okay.
I think I'm gonna end it there. Looks like no, the Shermans are not full of shit.
Cool. Hopefully, I mean, yeah, it's split 43%, 57%, so it's close, but.
Thank you for voting. I think we're gonna do polls from then on. We're gonna have to record that. Oh, it says right there. Okay.
Oh, and then it gives it the okay.
But how can I see that at a later date? Probably not.
It should be in chat still, right? Like if you were to.
You should be able to see chat. Yeah.
Live chat's available, I believe. In the. Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't, you'd be able to turn it on because you can access to the channel shit. So. Oh. All right.
We have.
Again, go ahead.
We have one more thing of business we need to do.
Oh, do we?
Well, yeah, we got to read about our Patreons.
Oh.
We got to say thank you for supporting us and our monthly podcast. This month we've been sponsored by Chamomile Cat, Angel, and Nathaniel, Bear Fact Man, Thomas P., Raven. I haven't updated these. Lydia, Atticus, still new. Atticus, thank you.
Yes.
Levi Dive and David as top donos, I think. But regardless, thank you for donating your money.
Yes,
donating is not the right word. Thank you for being a patron.
Whatever. May as well be. Fucking super appreciate it. I want to say, actually, there might have been a fucking something. I don't remember. I was thinking there's something else. Don't know what. Like, fuck. All right. I got nothing else, man.
I don't either.
Fucking thanks for joining us, everybody. It's a slow burnout on this episode here. Fucking tweedling out. Don't know how to end this thing anymore.
Appreciate you hopping in here last minute.
Everybody in chat, hey, fucking super thanks. No warning, just surprise. We're live. So everybody, really appreciate you coming and hanging out. Everybody in chat. Big shout out again. If you are not with us live, we do record these live. YouTube.com/CounterCryptids podcast. go hit us with that subscribe and notification. Otherwise, just wherever you get your podcasts, you should be able to find this too. If you don't need to see our ugly mugs when we record or want to chat a bunch of shit to us while we're talking. So
It's not only ugly mugs though. Sometimes there's pictures.
there is some pictures of what we're talking about generally, but you know, we're here. You're there. Come join us.
All right. We'll see you on the next episode of Counting Cryptids.
Thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it.
Adios.